So, the teams for MCC 31 have been announced. Meaning that I'm going to close my door, but also that I'm going to give my team analysis and predictions. I also don't know what that was supposed to. Alright, so first team here, Red Rabbits, Jojo Soros, Shaboon, Chris Green, and Conterstein. I think that's how you pronounce it. I could be wrong. But I don't know. This is I don't know. I guess like with some experience, this team could be pretty strong. Like I can see this team, like we look back at it and go, how is this, like this is a pretty strong team nowadays, but nowadays, not now. And we have two newcomers. And honestly, I think that's gonna hurt them, especially with Shadoon being relatively new. I think he'll do better, but I still feel like this is a team that is gonna be more for vibes and stuff like that. But I would not be surprised if they did well. But I also want to point out that there's gonna be a team adjustment for this team, so it's not gonna be the same. But I don't know if that's gonna change my predictions or not. But yeah. Next up we have Orange, Mythical Sausage, Fire Breath, Men, Car Corvus, and CPK. And I feel like this team is definitely one of the stronger ones, especially with Fire Breath, Men, and CPK. Pretty strong duo. I could see this team doing very well. Maybe winning, I don't know. Fire Breath Man is very scary, and Pim with CPK is also very scary. And Car Corvus is a good team player. She's good at team games. She also pulls her weight in other games as well. And we have Mythical Sausage, who is new, but I am aware of him, but I don't know his like skill base. I think he'll do. Maybe I don't know why I just had a long pause. I feel like it's like impulse or beat ups, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, that's our team. Next we have the Yellow Yaks, Captain Sparkles, Fruit Berries, Scar, and Smager. Yeah, I don't really have much to say about this team, I guess. It is a team. And Captain Sparkles is finally team for Hermit. I think this team has potential to do pretty well as well. You know, very strong team game. A base team, I guess. But also maybe not, actually. We'll see. I could see this team doing, like, very, like, middle of the pack in terms of every type of game, which is seems like they'll end up middle of the pack overall, but maybe not. You never know, I guess. Next up, the Lime Llamas, Hannah, Sapnap, Jack Manifold, and Michael. This is a pretty good team. I'd say this is a pretty decent team. Maybe a top 5 finish. Hannah Sapnap is a very pretty good strong duo. And Jack's pretty underrated. A lot of people expect him to do pretty poorly, but he can pull his weight, and Michael can also pull his weight. So I can see this team doing pretty decently, especially in the PvP games. But movement as well would be pretty good for this team, I feel like. But you never know. Next, the final team of day 1 was the Green Geckos. And we have Purple, Snifferish, Velvet, and our final newcomer, Wally Bear. So I could see this team really anywhere. So this team could do, I don't know, I guess I'm expecting Wally Bear to do about as good as Hannah did in her first event. So like about 15th. I think 15th is fair, around there. Top 20. Purple to be purpled. And these two, they're going to pull their weight. They're going to pull their weight. So I feel like this team's going to be very slept on. And I think they have potential. But again, this team could really be anywhere. That's like my first thought of this, is that it can be anywhere. Next up, the Cyan Coyotes, which is my favorite team, is AMZ, Becky Amon, Filza, and Pizza Hut. And I think that this is a very strong team. I mean, We got Phil and we got Pete, very strong duo. And AMZ and Becky, they're not bad. They're good, especially Becky here. So I genuinely believe that this is a very strong team, especially the movement. Maybe even in the PvP, we get PvP back. And Phil is very underrated in Battle Box, might I add. Like, that man's gotten first, like, I think 3 times, 6, 8, and 10. And Becky's really good at Battle Box as well. AMZ and Pete, pretty decent as well. I think this is a very strong team. I don't know why I haven't liked any of the teams. Aqua Axolotls, we got Ant Venom returning, 5-up, Curtsy, and Ryguy Rocky. And this is another strong team, because Ant Venom has not played enough, so his score is pretty low. But he is actually really good, as he is #1 on the practice server Ace Race right now, if that shows you anything. 5-up and Curtsy, Kratzy are both, very strong duo there. Very strong plays, and Ryguy Rocky, very consistent top 20. This is a strong team. No S tier though, but this is still a scary team, and honestly, like, I could see him doing well in PvP games. Got Kratzy 5-up and Ryguy Rocky and Ant Venom, pretty good at PvP as well. Movement, good at that. Even team games, I can see them doing good at, because we got 5-up here. Good at all categories of the games. That's a recipe for success right there. Next up, Blue Bats, Cub Fan, H, Krinios, and Eric. This is, I think this is another more vibes team, but I would not be shocked if his team did well. I can see him doing well in the team games, maybe in the others, but I feel like it's more vibe teams. I feel like it's going to be very good, but I don't know if it's going to be a winning team. I can see him doing well in games like Sands of Time, of course, but mostly games like Grid Runners is what else is playing by team games. But you never know. It's MCC overall, after all, and I need to start liking these teams. Anyways, Purple Pandas, we have Elena, Zeus, Puns, and Sneak. This is I like this team. It has potential, but also, like, it's another team I can see anywhere. Puns has been having a rough couple MCCs, but he's been speedrunning recently. Zeus is very good, Elena is improved, and Sneak's pretty decent as well. He can pull his weight, and is definitely, he's gotten top 15 a couple times as well, so he definitely has a lot of potential there. This team is one that I feel like people are going to sleep on, and I am going to sleep on it probably, because I just feel like the other teams are stronger, but this team is still very good. Don't get me wrong, I would not be surprised if I did well. And finally, we have the Pink Parrots, Babuhale, Illumina, Skeppy, and Gumi. I was not expecting this team. I don't know. I feel like this team has a lot of potential to do well, but I just feel like they probably end up won't. But you never know. Skeppy did very good in MCC 24, and the issue is with Skeppy is that he's very, very confused during MCC. So he needs to, like, learn the games and how they work in order to do well. So I feel like as long as that happens, this team definitely has potential. Illumina is the MCC GOAT, so of course he's going to do well, and Gumi and Bad are pretty good. Gumi got like 21st or something like that last event, and Bad can pull his own weight, definitely. He can pull his own weight. He's gotten top 20 a couple times, and even top 10 in All-Stars, so yeah, I can see this team doing well, but it all depends on the day of the event. And now it is time for my predictions. So in last, I'm going to go with the Red Rabbits in last, because two newcomers. I don't know why I said 3, but 2 newcomers Yeah, that's gonna hurt them a lot, especially when one of the other players is still very new to the event. And next up, we have the Blue Bats. I can see them doing well in the team games, but MCC, while being very team reliant, isn't all about team games in the end. So, I'll put them in ninth. In eighth, I'm going to have to put the Pink Parrots. I think that's about, yeah. I think, you know, I could see him placing really anywhere, but more towards the bottom. I can't see him really placing bottom 2, but I don't know. But I would not be surprised if they did, well. Another team I would not be, surprised if they did well is, it's one of these three here, but I think I'm gonna have to go with the Green Geckos. I can see this team doing well, but you know, in Block Wars, having like, you know, having a newcomer on their team doesn't really mean much, but in the MCC, it means a whole lot. So like, you never know, this team could do very well and stuff like that, but I just feel like the other teams are stronger. In sixth, is the Lime Llamas, and I feel like this team is very close to green in my opinion, like extremely close, like in skill level. So yeah, I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like a 5th place here, a 6th place, and a 5th with the Yellow Yaks, because, you know, I feel like they're going to get, like, middle of pack in every game, so middle of pack here, I feel like that's kind of fair. I don't know what was on the Lime, but Lime 6th, Purple in 4th. I said I was going to sleep on him, but I'm kind of not. I feel like, yeah, I feel like this team has a lot of potential, honestly. Yeah, Lane has been improving a lot, so she's definitely something to look out for. And Zeus has been doing. Zeus is really, really good. And Punch and Sneak, they're good as well. I feel like now that Punch is speedrunning again, he's gonna go back to doing good. So yeah, so put them in 4th, and in 3rd, I'm gonna put Orange. So we got 5 reference CPK, strong duo, but I just feel like the other teams here are just stronger. This is a strong team, would not be surprised if they did made it to Dodge Bolt, but I'm thinking number 2 is the Aqua Axolotls. And the only reason I'm putting them in 2nd is because they don't really have an S tier player on their team, but I feel like they don't have any weak points, but the fact they do not have an S tier kind of puts them down by 1. And at first, Cyan Coyotes, Phil and Pete is a very strong duo, and again, AMZ and Becky are not bad at all. So, I think that is my team predictions. Do you agree? Do you disagree? A lot of people disagreed with my Block Wars predictions, but I do not care, because now I'm going to do player predictions, and I have every player here. I think. I hope. I think so. I'm going to do my top 10 predictions only. So in first, I think it's gonna be Pete first. Yeah, it's gonna be Pete first because you know he's on a good team. And of course, we're gonna put Fire Breath Man in 2nd because he's also on a very solid team. Purple, top 3. He usually gets top 3, so I can see him in top 3 there. And Illumina in 4th. And then Sapnap in 5th. I don't really have any explanations, just more based on their. I feel like these two are the best players, and though they're on weaker teams, they're still going to do, you know, well. And in 6th place, it's either Punch or Fruit, but I feel like Fruit is a better player. But Punch is still really good, and he's on his own. Like, he's on a stronger team. So for that, but I feel like, yeah, for that reason, I'm gonna put Punch in 6th and Fruit in 7th. And Fruit hasn't even been doing so hot in season 3 so far as well. So I feel like with all that in mind, I feel like Pun 6th and Fruit 7th. And then in 8th, we're going to put JoJo. She's on a last place team, so going to be put pretty far down there. Actually, I'm going to put her in 9th and put Kratzy in 8th. Yeah. Put Kratzy in 8th and her in 9th. And yeah. I feel like that's kind of fair. And in 10th place, Phil's a Minecraft. I feel like, yeah. I don't really have much explanation. But there we go. That is my top 10 player predictions as well. No one made one yet, and I'm too lazy to get all the players, and especially when they're all right here. So, yep. That is my predictions. Do you agree? Do you not agree? Let me know. Give me your predictions. And, yep. Alright.